the impact.
Help save a life.
We could have started this reel at the anchor desk.
But let's be honest, that's not where a majority of our work actually happens.
We're the Hofmanns.
I'm Brian.
And I'm Michelle.
And yes, we are married co-anchors.
But more importantly, we're journalists first.
Over the years, we've covered breaking news.
Flames were going actually to that shore area.
It's not your typical beach day.
Led live coverage during major events.
You are watching Chris 6 Sunrise live over at the Lexington Middle School, and you are
Waking up with the Hofmanns.
Shot, wrote, and edited our own stories.
And even earned some recognition along the way.
Whether we're in the field, at the desk, or out in the community.
Thank you guys so much for coming out.
Connecting with people is still the best part of the job.
And that passion carries on over into our personal lives as well. Michelle, she's a bodybuilder.
And Brian's a certified drone pilot.
It's safe to say we don't do anything halfway.
And while we love working together,
We're very proud of the careers that we've built individually.
and we'll let the rest speak for itself. Here's a look at my work. I'm going to take you to the Blue Ghost universe. It's real life, reimagined. There's so much information online, and when you actually need help, it can feel pretty overwhelming. Trying to sort through posts, links, and pages just to find the right resource. In the middle of a water shortage, every drop counts. We have Mongo, of course, this big, beautiful beast. A case of flesh-eating New World screwworms has been detected in South Texas. We hear President Trump has been very active on social media addressing the ongoing conflict.
So many people help bring this special event together because it's all for a good cause.
Go ahead and talk about it. Why does this help?
All right.
Super Bowl 58 is getting ready to kick off, pun intended, and we're hitting the field running. Again, pun intended, with our countdown coverage. Now, we'll have more on that in just a moment, but first, a quick toss to some of the other stories we have for you today. Also opening today is the Corpus Christi Athletic Club's new pickleball complex. Flight prices are all over the place. One day, it's $250, the next $400 for the same seat. Plus, right now, with the global conflicts impacting fuel prices and travel demand still high, those prices can spike fast. If you really want to feel festive, slip into a traditional hanbok and strike a pose. A bill to fund ICE and Border Patrol is moving to the House this morning after Senate Republicans passed it just hours ago. If you're still hungry for more egg-citing events this Easter weekend,
crack open our website for a full list.
we have a list of events that will lift your spirits this Coastal Bend Halloween weekend. I'm Michelle Hofmann. Uber is revealing the weird, wacky, and downright whimsical items passengers left behind on rides so far this year.
My Indian name is Soldado Flea. Soldado is soldier, and Flea is horse, soldier's horse. Every time I put on my native clothes, I always pray to myself and thank the Creator for giving me the opportunity to do this, to dance.
A moment 84 years in the making, and the emotions hit the second the plane touched down on Texas soil at the San Antonio International Airport.
Said I wasn't going to cry, but how can I not?
Garcia's family, including his niece, Nikki Valdez, stood proudly on the tarmac, capturing the moment as they welcomed him home.
It's a miracle, for one. 84 years, and he actually cut in the ground in Texas. Then my dream became a reality.
Utopia is a craft shop bursting with color. There are vibrant yarns, playful charms, beads, and assortment of tools that invite visitors to unleash their creativity. There you go. Sunlight now pours through stained glass windows inside St. Peter's Church in Rockport, light that was missing for years.
St. Peter's Parish was struck by Hurricane Harvey.
Over the years, the two of them were able to create a bond unlike any other.
We travel these roads together, just a dog and his pet human. Our journey is one of hope, never knowing where our path will take us, only knowing we were meant to travel it together.
Dickerson has been sharing stories of their life and adventures on Facebook with a page called Crowley Dickerson.
through the eyes of a service dog. As the title indicates, most posts are written from Crowley's perspective.
First story I ever wrote, and I can read it to you if you want. We'll start off, hi, I'm Crowley, and I'm not a girl. But
I did read that.
Right, and it goes into a comparison between veterans and pit bulls. You know, Crowley likes to tease me a lot, of course. And, you know, it talks about how he picked the veteran breed.
Crowley sees the good in all humans.
You're a good boy.
And through his eyes, the world is a wide open field filled with wonder and endless opportunities. But he also recognizes life's despair. On his Facebook page, hard topics are addressed like loneliness, loss, and pain.
Ooh. If it's something that I really want, then I just push through it. Bodybuilding is a very physical sport, but it's also a very spiritual sport because it is transformative. Your body is just an outward manifestation of like your internal being. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Corpus Christi, who thought nutritious and pizza would ever be two words that go together?
Well, Saucy Mamas is doing exactly that.
Remember that old Sam and Louie's spot on South Staples? Well, the owner, Pam Chavez, ditched the franchise to create her own recipes.
We're talking high-protein pizzas, vegan options, and gourmet salads.
You name it, she's got it.
But here's the crazy part. Pam used to be a world traveler, then a U.S. Army combat medic, and now
she's pouring all that life experience into this pizza spot.
It's not just pizza, it's a story you can find on ChrisTV.com.
At just 10 years old, a young boy who inspired an entire community died just days before Christmas.
Together, we're mourning the loss of Julian Galloway, a brave young fighter who battled brain cancer for more than 5 years.
In a Facebook post, Julian's family shared that he passed away at 1:26 Wednesday afternoon, surrounded by love. His mom and dad holding his hands, favorite stuffed animals by his side.
We first introduced you to Julian in 2020 when he was just 5 years old, always smiling while raising awareness for brain cancer.
And throughout his journey, we've shown you the community never left his side, with fundraisers and events to show support.
Julian's family is thanking everyone who stood with them through the hardest years of their lives, and funeral arrangements are being finalized, but the family says services will take place sometime after Christmas. 84 years after the attack on Pearl Harbor, a coastal Bend sailor that was lost that day has finally been identified. But this story isn't just about one family's closure. I'll show you how a tragedy from 1941 connected two strangers and turned them into friends.
It was instant love, wasn't it, Nikki?
It may seem like they've been friends forever, but Kathy Herman and Nikki Valdez only met about a month ago at a Whataburger.
I think it's a God thing, really, that we're in each other's lives.
What brought them together wasn't coincidence. It was loss. For Kathy, that loss was her uncle Clive Clifton McMeans, a man she never had the chance to meet.
We have loved him forever, not knowing him.
Through faded photographs and stories passed down through generations, Clyde became a part of the family long before his story was complete.
He was handsome. He could dance very well. We knew that he wanted to serve his country.
Service ran in the family. Clyde and his brother Edward McMeans, Kathy's father, both went to war during World War II.
My dad was a medic. Well, he went across the English Channel, so he did D-Day. He did the Belgian Bulge. He did all the major wars and saw many horrific things. Came home alive.
But his brother Clyde never made it home. The Benketti High School graduate was just 26 years old when he was stationed aboard the USS California at Pearl Harbor. December 7, 1941, the day that everything changed.
The water was flaming because of all the oil and the bombs.
Newspapers at the time described Clyde's final moments. He was in a motorboat helping ferry sailors to shore when a bomb hit. After the attack, Clyde was listed missing in action. Weeks later, declared dead. His body was never recovered.
All of his siblings just wanted him to come home, and my grandparents wanted him to come home.
Decades passed, then in the early 2000s, the Navy asked the family for DNA samples, just in case one day they found him.
So for years after that, I would call every now and then to see if they had found my Uncle Clyde's remains, and nothing.
Until this year.
A month ago, I just get this random call that maybe they had found found him.
And in that moment, Kathy did something unexpected. She reached out to a woman she had never met.
I called their office and I said, I'm looking for Nikki Valdez.
Nikki knew exactly what that phone call meant because last year I shared her story when her great uncle Roberto Stillman Garcia was identified after being lost at Pearl Harbor for more than 8 decades.
When Kathy called me, it was like I'd known her.
And even more remarkable, their families may have been connected all along. Clyde McMeans and Roberto Garcia, both from the coastal bend, served aboard the same ship.
They both were on the California, so we think they knew each other.
Nikki, we were in the same room when you gave me the news about your great uncle. How does it feel to just come back here with another miracle?
It's just amazing.
We'll get into some more specifics with you.
Nikki was even there with Kathy and her family when the Navy officially confirmed Clyde McMeans had been found.
They actually went through various steps to come up to this conclusion.
Finally, after 84 years, a family that never got to say goodbye is now getting that chance.
I know that my Uncle Clyde's in heaven with his parents and his siblings, but it gives me joy to know that he's coming home.
And for Nikki, making sure Clyde's story was remembered was just as important as the identification itself. So she made one simple suggestion.
When we talked,
She's like, can I call Michelle? Can I call Michelle?
And that's what brought us here. 2 women, 2 families, connected by history and by 2 young sailors from the coastal bend, never knowing that more than 80 years later, their stories would be told.
That's the biggest thing, is to not give up hope.
So there's this saying, right? Don't bring your work home with you. As married co-anchors, we know that that's sometimes easier said than done.
Right, but for one local couple, sharing high-pressure careers has actually strengthened their relationship. Brian and I sat down with 2 police chiefs who prove love and leadership can go hand in hand.
911, what's your emergency?
The phones don't stop ringing.
One of us may have to leave in the middle of the night.
Officers are on the scene.
Emergencies don't check the calendar.
Plans get canceled last minute.
And for police chiefs, work can follow them home.
But for Melissa Perkins, Chief of Police at Texas A&M University Corpus Christi,
and David Perkins, Chief of Police in Aransas Pass, the hardest days are easier to face.
because they have someone who truly understands what it takes to wear the badge.
I feel like it's a lot easier being married or even dating someone who is in that same type of field.
When you're with someone who is in the same profession, they know the things that you go through. So when I get home and I've had a bad day, I can bounce it off of her.
Together, they have more than 6 decades of law enforcement experience, but before the titles and before the promotions,
they were just 2 people waiting for fate.
How'd you guys meet?
We met through a mutual friend that's involved with law enforcement also. We just liked his personality. We had a lot to talk about, of course.
I saw her and I'm like, yeah, let's see how this happens. And it turned out great.
They've been married since May 18th of 2019.
together they have 7 children and 4 grandchildren.
We are blended marriage.
And while they may be chiefs at work, at home, it's a different story.
There's no chiefs in the living room. You know, when we're at home, we're Melissa and David, we're grandma and grandpa.
A typical couple in love, just like any of us.
I think the biggest decision we make at home is what's for dinner.
But once the uniforms go on, the weight of leadership follows them out the door. Risks come with them.
It weighs on you. Your best friend, someone you're going to spend the rest of your life with, is out there doing this.
But that worry is grounded in trust.
She knows what she's doing, and she knows how to protect herself.
They trust each other, their teams, and the mission they share.
There's also the understanding that this is what we chose to do. We both love it very much.
She's got good troops with her, and you got to put it in God's hands.
For Melissa and David, the badge is only a part of who they are.
And they hope that their story reminds everyone that behind the uniform, there's a human being.
We go through the same life challenges and experiences and emotions as everyone else does. And we celebrate our wins, we accept our losses, and when we make mistakes, we work hard to correct them. So we're just all out here doing the best we can like everybody else.
Covering this love story, Brian Hofmann
and Michelle Hofmann, Chris 6 News.